Yo, 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 good morning, everybody. How are we this morning? Welcome to the Apex Brotherhood London edition live stream. My name's Richard Butler, the Oracle. Give me a second. Let's just run a very quick disclaimer, and then I'll see you guys just after that. All right, guys. My co-host and good friend Will Davies has decided that he wants to sleep in today. He is yet to be seen. He'll be here in like 5 minutes or so. But when he does come in, give him a little bit of shit for being late, because punctuality. All right, let's get some music on. See if you guys can hear that. Good. All right. Let's get a screen share going. All right. Let's do this. There we go. Right. Let's have a look, see what is going on today. First and foremost, today is National Braai Day in South Africa. It's Heritage Day. So everybody in the country is basically going to be dressing up in their cultural attire. And they will be celebrating their heritage. So if you are isiZulu or Xhosa or Sotho or Ndebele or Venda, it doesn't matter. English, Afrikaans, it doesn't matter. Everybody is going to be dressing up in their cultural attire, and they're going to be celebrating their culture today. And obviously, we're going to be braaiing. So big braai day today for us. The weather today is a little bit overcast, and I think it's roughly around 24 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there, with a bit of a wind chill. But still, any weather is weather for braai weather. It can be raining, it can be a hailstorm, it doesn't matter, you're braaiing. That is our national treasure, is braaiing. So that's what we will be doing today. All right, let's have a look at the charts. I have GU and EU here on the 5 minute. I took a very quick 1-to-1 R trade this morning, one on pound and one on euro. It wasn't exactly on this entry point. It was a little bit lower, 64. And this one was 17. Where is it now? 17. Oh, there we go. So entered the first trade due to the fact that we were running below the 20 EMA, and then this red one is also just the 50 EMA as well. So from the day open, we've been pushing steadily lower on Tokyo, and then we tested the 50, pushed down strongly, came back to test it again. I forgot to mark this. That was a base candle, and then we pushed back into it, didn't close above, started making a new one, and then as it was starting to drop down, I entered this one. So the quick 1-to-1, and then the exact same thing happened on EU. So I just entered slightly later than I did on GU. The reason I took a 1-to-1 is because it is before London Open. So I do not expect the most volumetric movement prior to London. And yeah, London is opening up now. So this current candle over here is London. This is on the 5. Let's go down to the 1 minute. You can see there, that is where it opened. That's the open candle. It's not a particularly strong candle whatsoever on the 1 minute. Don't really check the 1 minute, but just to show you that it was doing that. And then, yeah, so what do we expect to see today? Well, if we have a look at yesterday, let's just choose one of the pairs. All right. we have a look at yesterday, yesterday was a high news day for EU predominantly, and then some GU trades or some GU news. Wait, while we're at that, let's just have a look at news today. We had Australian dollar CPI, and then it's new home sales this afternoon, and then right now at 10 o'clock, well, 9 o'clock UK time, we'll have the German IFO Business Center climate. So no high impact news today, bar the unexpected. So we should be fine with putting in some nice little trades today. But yesterday, as we saw, yesterday had a lot of like PMIs. So Euro news, pound news, Euro news, more pound news, yellow news, yellow folder news. And anyway, so yesterday I wanted to wait for the news to play out. So obviously on pound we had this big bearish candle during that news event, and if you have a look at the news event, it was flash PMI and flash services PMI, and both of them came out lower than what was the forecast, and also lower than the previous PMI outlook. So it seems as though we're seeing a general downward trend on that. Obviously you don't have the graph here, but you can go and have a look at the previous time that you had PMI, and you'll see the result. And anyway, so it was short-lived. It pushed all the way down, made a new low on the day, and just wicked the previous day. Let's just mark just this little section up here. This is an area where we had multiple tests. If you pushed it all the way through towards the left-hand side. Oh, look who finally woke up.
Dude, I've had a night. Even the missus has had a nightmare of a morning. For us, it's been like, for the Davis family, it's been a bloody nightmare this morning. My computer's crashed. Turns out it wasn't my mic. Mate, just stress on stress. Now my thing's not going back there. I thought my mouse had died.
Wednesday is just not your day.
Nah. Honest to God, mate. Ooh, this music's very loud in this, eh?
Is the music? Yeah, I think the music is a little bit loud. Can just drop it a little bit. It was on. Made it 0.
I did make it 0. That was my.
It was on 20. You can maybe put it on 10 or something.
I just put it on 12. Yo, what's good, guys? How are we doing? Say again.
I said I like round numbers.
Yeah. Round numbers and even numbers. I like going in intervals of 2. The 2 times table is mad. Love it.
All right. I was just busy. Going through pound from yesterday into today. Just kind of like to give a little bit of a rundown on what is the expectancy for pound going forward, and then after that I was going to do EU. I'd already taken a small little 1-to-1 trade on both EU and GU just before London Open, or just after Tokyo close. So I was busy running down the reasoning, and then you popped up.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Well, yeah. Don't let me stop you, mate. I was, dude. Like, I'm a little bit sort of all over the place right now. I literally got the.
Have you had a coffee yet?
No, I'm gonna go make myself a coffee.
Go make yourself a cup of coffee, and then
fill my water.
Get yourself some water, and then just
absolutely.
I don't know, like rub your earlobes and go hoosa, hoosa.
Fraba.
Yeah. Just dude, center yourself, and then I'll carry on with this, and then when you're back, we can have a nice little discussion.
Sweet, man. Awesome stuff. Right, give me 2 minutes, 2 minutos, and I shall see you in a second.
Shot. All right, guys. So as I was saying, day before yesterday, we had these areas where we tested a demand. So we had multiple touches on it without really breaking below it. And then yesterday, with the news, we plummeted down, and then we just wicked underneath, taking up some liquidity. And then we started to move higher from this point. And then we started to change into a more bullish movement up until we ended the day on a new high, which was up over there. And then New York created a channel where we just ran between this channel. And even this morning, when we opened Tokyo session, the high that was established during New York was only tested once, maybe a second time, and then it started moving downward. So, in my opinion, we are probably going to see downward pressure if we can break through this nice little demand zone that we have down here. So the idea is, with pound specifically, if pound can push through, come and retest, it might continue down. And then the question would be, where would we be targeting for a potential short? You know, the direction where it's going, where do we expect it to at least come and test? So for that, we just need to push back a little bit towards the left, and then we'll see that we had like a little bit of consolidation here on Monday. So the first question would then be, can we test this and break through it? And then below that, we have the low point of that day, which is basically that little area down there on Tokyo. So the question would be, if we can break through this area where we are now, retest it and succeed on the retest, meaning we don't push through the block again like this. We just either come and test within the block or just below the block and then start pushing down. We have a second area to test. The question would then be, are we pushing through this area or are we rebounding off of this area? If you can imagine price rebounding off of it and then going back up again. But for now, I'm bearish on pound. And as you guys know, I predominantly focus on what the day is giving me instead of what the day, like 4 hours up, 4 days ago, that kind of like thing. I would have a look at yesterday if there is a specific area that can be tested. And if I don't find an area there, I would look at the day before that one. So maximum 2 days back, I'll kind of look for an area that can be tested, because I'm not a higher time frame trader. I'm a lower time frame trader, and I'm only reacting to the market. So the market so far is giving me bearish vibes. So I'm looking for bearish movements. I'm looking for entry points on the bearish point. I want to see the EMAs respected. I want to see significant areas broken, such as this one, and then the continuation. So that is what I'm seeing on GU. Now, GU and EU is relatively correlated, so I would expect to see something quite similar on EU as well. So if I just go to EU, that is gold. If I go to EU, I'm seeing the exact same thing. So I don't know why this one's on 15. It is supposed to be on 10. There we go. I'm expecting to see the same structure on EU more often than not. So we have a low point here, a higher low, an equal low, an equal low, a higher low, and then a push upward on EU from yesterday. We plateaued in this box up over here, which is the high of the New York session. And we have the Tokyo session up over here that wasn't really tested all that much. If I did draw a line, or let's say a little bit of a channel, if I just did that, this was the high that was created yesterday on Tokyo session. We've been trading below that most of the day. Eventually retested it only this morning, like not Tokyo, not New York exit or New York close. The only time we've actually tested this little area was this morning, just before Tokyo opened up. And then since then, we have been moving lower. And then we are at this point, at this moment. So the idea would be, what are we targeting if we were to keep going lower? So first of all, we have this big wick area over here, which we're currently in. We had 1, to 3 tests on it. We're busy with our 4th test. The question is, are we going to push through, come back, push down, or are we going to push into, reject like it had done the last 4 attempts from yesterday, and then start moving up? I'm also still on the short-term idea that on the daily, Euro is bearish. On the last 2 days, you can effectively say we are consolidating. So if we go over to the 4-hour and we just have a look at what the whole of yesterday was giving us, we're basically sitting within this channel just on the closes. But if you just extend it a little bit, that is the box that we're sitting in at the moment. So consolidative, even though this 4-hour candle looks strong, there's another hour and 40 minutes before this candle closes, and it may as well just close with quite a bit of a wick underneath it. So that we have to wait until we know exactly what's happening on this candle when it closes. On the hourly, it's looking quite consolidative, in my opinion. So we had, like, on the hourly, little areas of consolidation over here. We had the break and then the drop lower. So consolidation. That was the wrong tool. Come on. Wrong tool. We were consolidating. We broke through. We retested. We continued down. We made this little downward channel. We plateaued at the bottom. We started pushing up, made a base, pushed up higher, and then now we're consolidating in this area. So now what are we looking for? We want a break. We want to see either a break lower, a retest to continue lower, or we want to see a break going higher, retest and going up. I know it's very vague, but that is generally what you're looking for when you're looking for trades. You're looking for consolidation areas, break of that consolidation area, maybe a retest and continuation, or you want to just see consolidation and then a break. So that's generally what you would be looking for. If it were to break, we have a 15-minute base up over here that could be tested. There's another 15-minute, if I just go down to the 15 here, there is a 15-minute area down here to be tested if it were to break lower. So all I'm waiting for is just the reaction. I'm waiting for price to show me what it wants to do. Right now, it seems as though it is respecting this demand area down here, this little bit of a support. On GU, we've broken through. And now the question is, are we going to continue down, push up, continue down? What are we going to do? That's what we're waiting for now. Will, how are you feeling, my friend? I wonder how long it's going to take.
Yeah, my bad. If it wasn't for me adjusting, if it wasn't for me adjusting the arm, I wouldn't have realized I was on mute. Oh.
Can you see the red from your microphone through your pop filter?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It looks quite nice. Shall I send it up for photo in the Discord? Yeah, dude, I was a bit stressed this morning. And my computer just froze. It wasn't working at all. And I was like, right, okay, fair, don't work then. I thought my mouse had stopped working because my computer was displaying, but my mouse wasn't working. I thought, this is ironic. Me and MGN were speaking about wireless and wired keyboards and my mouse the other day, and I thought, okay, go change the batteries quick. Change the batteries, wasn't that. I thought, try turning my PC off, it wouldn't turn off. I was like, brilliant, of course, why not? So I had to literally, manually, go behind the computer and flick it off. So I was like, for God's sake. So that turned off, turned it back on, that started working, and the missus called me. She's stressing out because work's doing not work things. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, fuck's sake. I was like, it's always something.
Stress morning.
Yeah, mate, it was, and I said to her, I explained my issue. She was like, wow, we're not having a good morning this morning. I was like, I know. So it's so funny, man, but we're all sorted. We're good. We're good.
Feeling a little bit more like yourself right now, or is it still too early?
No, it's all good, mate. I've woken up. I was forced to wake up by trying to deal with her issue and my own issue. So We're all good. We're all gravy, baby. But more importantly,
say,
I've got some
Be a good
cool
partner.
news. Yeah.
I was about to say, be a good partner.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. Yeah, exactly. But I've got some awesome news as well, guys. So
You've got some awesome news.
I have got some awesome news. I don't know if you
Okay,
guys
well, come closer to your mic so that we can all hear you nice and proper as you whisper these little words of happiness into our ears.
I don't know if you guys can see.
We can
But-
see.
I have got a t-shirt on, not a hoodie.
So
And
clothing this time.
It's an
Stop rubbing your nibbles. This is weird.
It's an 8. My nipples are down here. Guys, I have officially got the Apex Brotherhood hoodie, t-shirt on. It's not a hoodie, it's a t-shirt. Super cool. Guys, look at this. And it is so comfy.
Oh, dude, that is fire.
Mate, I mean, I feel sexy in it. Like Ewan put it on when we got to the warehouse, and like he tried it, and he was like, I was looking at him. I was like, that is stunning. I was like, honest to God, like I love that. Obviously, he's very well shaped. You know, he's very muscly. So I thought maybe it's because you're shaping it really well. I was like, but dude, I absolutely love that t-shirt. And then got home, so obviously it's my t-shirt because obviously I'll be doing the streaming and all. So I put the t-shirt on. He goes, dude, seeing it on someone else, that is fire. He's like, that is so cool, man. So we've officially released now. It's in small, medium, and large. I don't have the exact sizes yet, but you know, if you're pretty average built guy, then you can probably go for a large. Even if you were a bit bigger, you know, it's a very long t-shirt. And it's really stretchy. Like, dude, it fits comfy as well, like around the shoulders. Mate, I'm proper gassed about it. And not only have we got a t-shirt, we have now also, it hasn't been officially released yet, like the t-shirt. However, also you can see the website at the bottom.
Wait, let's do this.
Oh yeah, fair. What's going on here? Oh, hang on. There we go. What do you reckon, guys? And then we've officially... Let me just turn my ring light up a little bit because I am wearing jogging trousers right now, which I don't usually wear. I'm not a jogging trousers type of guy. However, these are Apex Brotherhood jogging trousers. So there's going to be this logo going here. So that's super cool as well, but that hasn't been released yet. We're still designing that. So it's going to be so eventually it's going to be an Apex Brotherhood tracksuit
Nice.
for just sort of lounging around and chilling out, wearing tracksuits and wearing hoodies and wearing t-shirts, especially on stream.
Yeah, like that would be pretty cool, like branding, and then whenever we do other streams, we also have our clothing on, and then people will be asking questions, and then, you know, we can tell them, hey, look, we've got branding.
Yeah, dude, like, honest to God, I'm super gassed. You can actually find it on the website now. None of them are actually, they're all out of stock at the moment, just because I'm going through the processes of everything. But, oh man, I was so excited. I was like a kid in a sweet shop. But yeah.
All right, let's have a quick hello-see to who's in chat. Let's see who's in. First in, as always, MGN. Good morning, bro. How are you this morning? Wesley Geland, how are you? Is it Geland or Gilland? I think it's Geland.
Wesley,
Correct me.
good man. How you doing, bro?
Good morning, Wesley. I don't know who this guy is, but apparently his computer decided not to work, which to me is just, it's excuses, man, excuses.
Dude, I wish I could.
Sorry, guys, I'll be back as soon as possible. Pooley, good morning. How are you, Pooley, my friend? Sam, Samuel, Sam. How
By
are
the
you
way,
this morning?
Sam, just a warm welcome, everybody, to Sam, who's our new moderator in the Discord. You'll be seeing the Discord over the next couple of days, really shaking up a little bit, look a little bit more organized. So yeah, you're going to be seeing him a lot more in the Discord. So big warm welcome to Sam, guys. Another part of the team, which is super cool.
Yeah, thank you very much to Sam for helping us with the Discord. Yeah, as the Discord is starting to grow, I think we've had, I don't know, like how many, like 14 people in the last 2 weeks that just came on, and I'm expecting the Discord to really grow very soon. So yeah, thanks Sam once again for your assistance. It's going to be good. Jurgen, how are you this morning, my friend? All the way from the Netherlands. The wifey ASMR stream, it seems. ASMR stream. Whispering, nice. How are you this morning, love? Quibus Huisen, good morning, gents. Good morning, Quibus. How are you? Fire. Yep, she likes what she sees. I'm gonna have to put a leash on her to prevent her from going and stealing your clothing, Will. Pretty, have you got a Teletubby size for me? Oh, dude, I don't know if you've ever seen a black and white photo of the Teletubbies.
No,
it is nightmare fuel.
I was going to say, dude, that sounds petrifying. The Teletubbies.
Dude, it is nightmare. It is. It's Just go and search for black and white Teletubby photo and you'll just see it. It looks wrong.
Yeah, search it now.
Wesley, morning guys. Only been trading for 7 months. Was $14 away from passing my first phase 2 prop firm challenge. All of a sudden, I felt feelings I didn't know I had. Days later, I'm $170 away. Any advice? Okay, so before we get to this one, I'm just going to star this one. We'll get back to that one. Let me just quickly run through the rest of chat and then we'll come and look at that one. Pooley, haha, funny. Yes, it's geland. Nice. Gerland. Bride Day is here. Yes, Quibus, today is National Bride Day.
Happy Bride Day, by the way, bro.
Say again?
I said happy Bride Day, by the way.
Happy Friday. Bride Day.
Bride Day, yes. You just said it's Bride Day, and then I said happy Bride Day, and you thought I said Friday?
Yeah, but I think because you're a little bit further away from your mic, so I don't...
Yeah, I have just moved my mic back over again.
Yeah. And I have the voice all the way down because I don't want it interfering with my mic.
Yeah,
my voice interfere with my mic. Anyway, yes, it's National Bride Day today. I mentioned it in the beginning of the stream. It's National Heritage Day. So everybody is dressing up in their cultural attire and everybody is celebrating their culture. And South Africa has so many cultures, so incredibly diverse country. So what is the best way to celebrate National Heritage Day? With a braai. So National Bride Day. So I'm assuming we're going to have a braai later today. Actually, I don't have to assume. I can just say we're going to have a braai later today.
Nice one. Well, we want plenty of pictures, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well, whatever braai we have, we will put up pictures on the Discord.
Good man.
I'm good, mate. First coffee down. That's good. Start your day with a good coffee. I was wondering how you would confirm the pronunciation of g or g. Happy Bride Day for South African brothers and sisters.
Absolutely, man. Happy Bride Day. Happy
Dry
Friday.
in the rain if we have to. That's how it works. Rain, wind, hail, doesn't matter. Braai
I
gaan
rate
ons
that,
braai.
man. I rate that. I'm a bit like that. I'm a big barbecue lover. So, like, dude, barbecue, yes. Barbecue in the rain, sure.
I mean, if we do it with like umbrellas, just holding an umbrella, you're still, turning the meat. It doesn't matter if your shoes get wet. Doesn't matter. All right,
Yeah,
so let's get
100%.
back to this comment of Wesley. So, you say you've been trading for about 7 months. You were $14 away from passing your phase 2 at a prop firm. So I'm assuming this is a 2-phase account. And you were almost funded. And then what happened? All of a sudden, I felt feelings I didn't know I had. Days later, I'm $170 away. Any advice? So, Will, let's start with you. What advice can you give Wesley for this, which is very much a psychological issue. I don't think it is a my trade isn't working anymore issue. My strategy is now no longer working. This is pretty much a psychological issue, because he's talking about feelings that he never knew he had. So I'm assuming these are like fear feelings of like, I'm not good enough, or what if I lose the account now? I'm so close. Give some advice for Wesley.
Yeah, it's an emotion that, dude, 7 months, that's pretty good going. It's taking you 7 months to get these feelings. If you hadn't had these feelings, I'd be a little bit worried, because everyone's going to get these feelings. Ewan got this feeling during our actual event going to London. So, we all have these feelings, man. It's completely natural. It's something that you're going to go through no matter what. The best thing is you just trust yourself, and it allows you to understand and take trading a little bit more seriously. You're now able to look at this and think, oh, it turns out it wasn't all, sunshines and rainbows and lollipops. So dude, 7 months trading is super, super beginner. Dude, I was trading like 3 years before I passed my first prop phase. So don't beat yourself up over it. You will look at yourself and think, oh my God, I've got so many emotions in this. As some of the examples that Richard Butler was given today. So yeah, man, it's one of these things. It sucks, but you've just got to trust the process. 7 months isn't long to be in the trading market. So to be $14 away from passing your first phase 2 on a prop firm challenge is absolutely fantastic. It means that the strategy that you have is brilliant and it works and you're following it to the T. The only issue is psychology. Now, psychology, if you can master that in your early days of trading, Wesley, you're going to be a profitable trader quicker than a lot of other people. So just take into consideration that these things happen. Trust yourself, trust your strategy, do some back testing. Like, I don't know if you've heard of back testing, forward testing, demo trading. Like, to be 7 months into learning trading and jump straight into a prop challenge is absolute insanity, in my opinion. But the fact that you've done it and you were so close to passing, dude, fair play to you. I don't want to call it beginner's luck, but the reason I'm going to call it beginner's luck is because you've now stumbled upon your first hurdle, which all beginners stumble on. And this is a reason why a lot of people give up trading so early, is because they end up doing what you've just done, realizing that they've got emotions in trading that they never realized they had, and then they give up because they've lost physical money. Whereas if you did it on a demo account, you'd realize you had these emotions that you didn't realize you had, and you wouldn't lose any money. So it wouldn't be such a heartache on it. However, I don't know what the size of your account is, but the best thing I can say for you to do is journal it. And I mean, like, dear diary. I know it sounds a bit cringe, but dear diary, literally get your notebook out, get your notes on your phones out, and say, okay, how did I feel this morning? How did I feel waking up? How did I feel? Was I ready to go into the market? Was it an A+ setter? Like, why did I take this trade? Journal the trade. Did it win? If it lost, how did I feel when it comes to losing? How much did I risk on this trade? Am I going to go jump into another trade? Am I feeling revengeful? Like, did I feel upset that this trade lost? So just journal absolutely everything, and then get yourself in the Discord group. And, we're all here to support you. We're all here to make sure that you're going to become the most successful trader possible. And don't forget as well, being part of the Brotherhood, it's making sure that you're 1% better each day. So always make sure that you're good vibes only. Don't call yourself crap. Don't call yourself useless. Don't call yourself any bad names, because your internal being doesn't know you're joking. It's just hearing bad vibes. Just reassure yourself. Tell yourself you're early into your trading journey. You've got a lifetime ahead of you. Trust the process. Journal all the trades and keep moving forward. So, yeah, but first things first, Wesley, massive congratulations on being so close to passing. Just make sure that you stick to your strategy. Like I said, I don't know if you've back tested it much or forward tested it much, but by the seams of it, you've got a good strategy going. Keep strict on the strategy. Don't let emotions and psychology divert you away from that path, and just reassure yourself.
I like that. I think that is the way that you should approach days like this. And the thing is, there's something to remember is that whenever you get close to a goal, or any goal, especially if you've been at it for a while, and it's that like last few steps before you get to the end of your finishing line, like whatever the goal is, like in this case it was, I want to pass and become funded. This one goal that you have, you've been doing for the last X amount of months, and you're so close now. What mentality that you have with all of the trades that you took prior to this one? What's the difference between you trading your first phase and getting a few winners and now? It's just the distance to the goal line. So your goal line is close. So now you're having these like psychological issues where you feel like, I need to conserve this. So your every little loss that you take is now weighing a lot more on you, in the sense that I'm so much closer to my goal. It's just that one step, but it always feels like it's further than it actually is. So here's something that you can also do. Go back and look at what it is that you did during your first phase, leading up to you passing your first phase, into your second phase. What were you doing in the beginning sections of your first and second phase? And how did you feel back then? Try and emulate the feeling that you had, the anticipation of like, I'm doing something, I'm getting results. Get back to that mindset instead of the, I need to preserve this account, or I need to save the amount that I've made up. I don't know what's the size of your account. It could be, let's say for argument's sake, it's a 5K account, and now you were like almost like a quarter of a percent to getting past, and now all of a sudden you're $170, which is like almost like slightly more than 3.5% away. So try and not put as much emphasis on the value of the account, rather the emphasis on the steps that led to this point, that led to you passing your first phase, that got you up to $17 away from passing your account. So focus on what it is that you did there, rather than the feelings that you're feeling right now. I don't know if that is making any sense, but if you consider this is just a phase, literally, like this emotional aspect, the psychological aspect of what you're feeling right now is just a phase right now. And it's doubt, and it is fear, it is the feelings of, I cannot do this, oh, what if I'm going to lose? If you had those feelings leading up to you getting to where you are now, you probably would have lost the account. So try and emulate what it is that you did prior to. That's like just something that I can add to what Will had already said, because he'd add all these lovely nuggets of knowledge. So yeah, that's what I would say.
100%, mate. Yeah, no, I totally agree. You know,
Like,
you'll get
so, sorry, Will. What Pooley was saying here.
Yeah,
You have done
I
so well to
literally
get within passing the evaluation. 95% don't. Trust your process that got you to that point of passing, and you will not doubt achieving the funding. You will no doubt, achieve the funding account. That's just adding on to what myself and Will had said.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the support behind you, Wesley. You know, you got genuine support now. You know, you got us backing you. You know, you got a good team of traders here, full-time, part-time, newbies. You've got all sorts of guys, young, old. You know, you got Pooley, who's ancient. He's in a retirement home currently watching this stream. So I'm only joking, poo-poo. You know we love you. No, honestly though, you know, there's people of all ages here, all experiences, and we're all trying to do one thing, and that's become successful in trading and in life. You know, it's all about trying to become free, financially, mentally, health, wealth, fitness, just absolutely everything. So yeah, man, welcome to the group, seeing that you're already in the Discord. That's absolutely awesome. Welcome to the Discord. You know, like I said, interact. You know, if you've got questions, ask it away. You know, we're all here to help each other. But yeah, you know, myself, I feel like I hit the nail on the head with my explanation. I hope I did anyway. I hope that made sense. Otherwise, you know, I gotta really reconsider what I'm speaking about in London. Richard Butler smashed the nail on the head, and so did Pooley. So, like I said, you know, just an absolute support network over here, which is super cool. I'm just gonna call you Wesley. Wesley Gerland, is it, or was it Wesley Gerland? Wesley, what's good, man? In the welcome channel, I pasted a trade journal template and example yesterday. That's true, you did indeed. I'm not sure if you guys can speak in the welcome channel anymore, but you should still have access to the journal template. So yeah, Joe was kind enough to drop that in. Wesley, go check that out, man. Richard, I think you're hitting the nail on the head. Thank you. There you go, man.
Give me a second, Will.
Oh, hello, people. There we go. The numbers are growing. Our tee-ups on the Fiverr stream is working. Yeah, man, 100%. It's super cool, mate. You know, Joe was saying yesterday he's jumped in from the Fiverr stream. Not anymore, but you can read it. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I thought that may be the case, but you should still be able to open up the journal like he mentioned. But yeah, Pooley is super cool, man. Like, the numbers are growing. You know, there's people coming in from the Fivers, which is sick. You know, we're sending people to the Fivers as well. You know, we're actually streaming before the Fivers go live, so there's no conflict there. So like, all the guys from the Fivers are more than welcome to join in our morning sessions, and then we sort of encourage you guys to go over to the Fivers, because that's where we stream as well. You know, we're streaming for the Fivers 4 days a week, which is really cool. So we're live today, actually. Oh God, what's my hair doing? I'm actually competing. Yeah, no, competition day today. I'm actually competing live against Wesley, which is against LJ. Sorry, Wesley. I don't know if you want to compete against me yet. Maybe in a few months. So I'm actually competing against LJ today. So excited about that. I'm gonna come on, dude. Like, I'm gonna go wrap my wrists up. I'm gonna go get my boxing gloves out. I'm gonna go put my gum shield in. Like, I'm gonna go proper. I'm gonna go put a vest on and all. So, man, I'm proper excited. You know, I'm super excited to go for him.
And anybody that is not like on Will's or backing Will for this fight, consider yourself on notice. If you're not backing Will, there's something wrong with you.
100%. You know, you got to back the local horse as well, man. You know, you got to back the local team. Yeah, we're Apex
I've got one
Brotherhood.
horse.
100%. Unfortunately, Richard
This
Butler's
is my horse.
Put down. Oh man, but yeah, mate,
Gold is starting to push up.
Gold is rallying a bit. I did see that. We're looking like something on gold. Hopefully we can get that. We've got a nice break. Hopefully we can get that sort of close above. That'd be cool. Well, we did actually get the close above the consolidation.
Yeah,
on the 5 minute.
This little area over here. Now the question is, this
can we push through it? Yeah.
Base. Are we gonna break above?
100%, man. I looked at that as well, and I thought, I don't know. That's the one area that would make me unsure, and we're actually rejecting above it as well, or we're rejecting up to it. I like that from Wesley as well. Geez, guys, give me a few months. Do you know what I think we should do? I think we should get the old competitions back going. The old Friday, the full margin Friday competitions. Dude, they're so much fun, man.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that.
I reckon we should get that going, and then let's bring some guys in from chat and see if they can come compete with us. I think that'd be so much fun.
So maybe some of you who do not know, when Will was still streaming with LLTF, he used to have a Friday competition between him and the host, the co-host at that time, which was Richard Wells. and then they had their own little thing going, and then no, this was after Richard Wells. This was Richie.
After. This was with my brother. Yeah, this was
with Richie. So Richie was the co-host, and the two of them had like a Friday competition where you would choose one asset, and then during the 2 hours of streaming, they would try and see who could get the most profit, and then the next Monday there was basically a forfeit. Like whomever lost had to do something on the Monday. And the first 2 streams, it was wearing a dress. And then, so that was a cool thing to do. And the thing is, it's just for the fun of it, because Fridays were days that were just not the most, like, marketable days, let's put it like that. Like,
the market wasn't really marketing, and it's just a bit crap.
So let's bring that back. Let's bring that to the Apex Brotherhood, and we can have our own version of it. We get the community in. Guys, you come and join us on stream. We have a 3-way, 4-way competition. See who can make the most profit, or the best loser wins, kind of like thing. Whomever loses the least amount.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it'd be good fun. I think we'll give it a few weeks, maybe going into like sort of November, December. But yeah, and 100%, man, we'll definitely look at picking up that competition again. Especially as more of you come in. We've got 12 live viewers right now, which is absolutely fantastic, guys. And don't forget to smash the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And all the important links are below, guys. So go check out all the links below. There should be a Discord, Instagram. There should be the website's up now, guys. Also, I want to tell me what you think of this. I'm actually going to bring the website up for you guys. Tell me what you think of this. Look at this. I put a video on instead. It's like a slow motion video. Like, it was in normal speed, but dude, it was hurting my eyes.
Well, the fact that it was like flying all over the screen.
Woof. I was like, I felt motion sick looking at it. Oh my god. Yeah,
dude, it looks fire.
So that's
you could have chosen it. You couldn't have chosen a better place to have that video. It's amazing. It looks really good.
Mate, it was so good. The views were phenomenal. Yes, walking out onto the balcony, looking over the cars. The only thing that was a little bit like, I don't know if I like that, was like you can see in my partner in my car, I had like a pink fluffy thing in the passenger side for her, because obviously we were driving to France. So,
is that the thing that you're worried about? The little pink thing?
Yeah, it's like a little. It's like a little pink seat cover, and I'm like, oh, that just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing whatsoever. But mate, the whole video,
the aesthetics of it. It's just the aesthetics of it.
Yeah, but yeah, mate, you can see it there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, mate, the whole aesthetic of the video now is absolutely insane. Like, you go into the shop, and you can see like everything's there. You can see the t-shirt now for sale, the hoodie now for sale. By the way. When we release the premium Discord, which it'll still be pretty cheap, like you'll get it's 885 at the moment, but there's major discounts. So I think it's like dropped down to like 100 quid or something like that, 80 quid, when you do join the premium. But for those of you who aren't in the premium, you pay full price. But that's all in the future. But dude, it looks sick. Like, this is it on Ewan. Oh, mate, it looks so good. We were super gassed. Anyway, back to the charts. Oh my god, of course Barry's in now. Barry, can't you find someone else's stream to troll? Secret streams. No, man, we don't have secret streams. You don't get away from my trolling that easily, little William Big Dick. Oh, Barry!
The moment that comment came up, I was like, yeah, clicking.
We missed you, Barry. How you doing, bro? We did miss you, man.
Yeah, we really did. Like,
genuinely, man.
Just the two of us, like, constantly bashing on each other, and like Pooley bashing on us and we bashing on Pooley. We needed that fourth bash.
We needed that really annoying, irritating guy from down Newcastle or up Newcastle way. Just
A person that we love, but we also despise with every fiber of our being.
Life is boring without a troll. Yeah,
Or
Barry's
an
just
Oscar
in
in
there
this
under
case.
his bridge, keyboard warrior in us.
A little Oscar, trash Oscar, homeless dude.
Yeah, I love him, man. Pooley, yes! Barry's back!
Barry is back.
Dude, I've met Barry as well. I was speaking at an event in Teesside, and Barry actually came to watch me speak, and it was super cool, man. It was super cool to meet Barry. I'm hoping to meet all of you. You know, that would be super cool. I'm in an as long entry at let's have a look. 24/6/1986. Was a little early, so took some heat on a hit, but it's heading right for my TP right now. Let's have a look. Oh, beauty.
It looks good.
Oh, good. I didn't know you traded the NAS, MGN. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
It is pretty nice.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, 24/6/19, 24/6/1986. There you go.
You got in at 24/6/19.
Are you sure? Like, that is...
Crap.
Did that even hit? Or did you get in over here? Bro, that didn't even hit. 24/6/19. 8. Yeah, that's bang on.
Dude.
Barry, Richard, can you stop talking in an Aussie accent and trade in ICT? Firstly.
Oi, mate. You want to
Oh,
put
mate.
shrimp in the barbie?
Happening, cocker? Alright, mate, we're going to go trade some ICT now.
I say tea.
Oh, that just sounded like borderline racist English.
Yeah, but isn't that what Aussie sounds like? Borderline racist English. Dude.
That's not a
MGM,
knife.
like,
This is a knife. Sorry, we're not in Australia anymore. Welcome to London.
oi.
Oi, mate.
Oi, mate.
Get my fucking crocodile skin hat off.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a bit of an accent when you do things over here, but we don't always have a bit of an accent. MGN, this is quite the trade. Like, care to explain why Hugh wanted to enter it exactly there? Or was that... Look, like, this was in the early hours of this morning. This was like at 4 o'clock here by us. You weren't awake at 4. This must have been your EA.
I'm just seeing as well, MGN. Those are the kinds of websites I despise. But I'm full of shit like that. What do you mean? What's wrong with my video, man? I thought it was aesthetically pleasing. No, am I wrong? Shall I go back to a photo?
In the Wilds is asking an interesting question for you, Will.
May I ask why you guys are focusing so much on merch? I know brand identity is everything these days, but shouldn't you establish a core product first? Just some instinctual thoughts. Yeah, man, 100%. Totally agree with you. We're not pushing it. You know, we're not going to push it. I just get excited when I release it. But it's just something that we want to wear for brand awareness. You know, we don't so much have a product yet, but we do. You know, we want to get as many people in the live stream as possible. We want to get as many people in the free Discord as possible because community to us is more important than actually selling a service. You know, we're not here to, you know, scam people and push people into products. And, you know, we don't want to be those guys that try and get you in the Discord because we want to monetize you. You know, we want to get you in the Discord because we want a community. We want you in the Discord. You know, eventually... Later on down the road, like when we slowly start releasing products, then, you know, there'll be enough of you to be like, oh, I kind of like that hoodie. I want a tracksuit. I like that t-shirt. I want to sign up with their, I don't know, EA, automated trading. You know, I want to buy a course off them, you know, and you already know us, you know, you're already looking at us like, you know, these guys, you know, trustworthy. They're not just chucking me into a Discord and trying to sell me a course, you know. So yes, I totally agree. Like, our merch is just something me and my brother are super passionate about. It's, you know, I love this t-shirt. I'm wearing a t-shirt, and I've created a t-shirt because it's something I love. You know, I want to be able to wear my own personal brand. I'm going to be sending one over to Richard Butler as well to stream in. It's, you know, we've already got a couple of guys who've bought hoodies from us. You know, they're also part of the community, which is super cool. You know, it's just feeling part of a community, man. That's why we're so thing on merch, is because, like I said, everything's free at the moment. So, and because everything's free, it's like, okay, we've got a couple of hoodies. Oh, we got hoodies, we got t-shirts, we got tracksuit trousers coming. So hopefully we can have like a full set going on. We want a hat as well, because I'm big into hats. I love wearing my hats. So I'm going to have an Apex hat. So basically everything that I want to wear on the daily, I'm going to turn it into merchandise. And I'm not going to push it and try my hardest to sell it. Because if I do, like if people do buy it, then it's like, okay, I'll get it tailor-made. I can help with the scamming. Yeah, I'm sure you can, Barry. Everything is free. Oh, t-shirts and hoodies then. No, unfortunately not, Jer. Sign up for the Signals group. No, we're not doing a Signals group. I mean, maybe in the future.
Okay, hold on a second. You guys know us. Do you honestly trust us enough for a Signal group?
Yeah, dude, like, I don't know, maybe we'll get like a swing trader to collab with us, and then we'll do signals, but there'll be swing trading signals. But we don't believe in intraday trading signals, because, you know, you'll miss them, and maybe you won't put it in right, and then you may lose, and we may lose, and then try to hold us accountable for it, and it just gets messy, man. So I'm not into signals.
Yeah, I'm not into signals. I'd
never
rather
have been, probably never will be.
Yeah, I'd rather have the community grow along with us, learn along with us, because we're also still learning. There's a lot of stuff about trading that myself and Will don't know, and that we're also
100%.
still building up on. And I would much rather have the community build along with us and then decide to do their own trading.
Yeah,
so
100%.
I don't like the idea of signals. I've never followed a signal.
Dude, I'm so sorry, Rich, but I'm gonna interrupt you. We're now releasing the signals, and I'm being dead serious. And I'm going every single morning. I'm going to release this signal. New signal received. Look at the charts and figure it out.
I like that. I was about to put on sad face. I was like, man, after me just saying I don't like it, and you're like, oh, we're gonna have a signals group. I was like,
no, I'm being dead serious. Like, I'm gonna market the shit out of this as well. Like, I'm gonna go. If you want a Lamborghini, join our signals group. And every single morning, I'm gonna post literally this quotation, quote unquote. Look at the charts and figure it out. Every single morning. It's gonna be a free signal group. I wonder how many people would actually join that. But like, I'm gonna throw money into marketing it.
We've got 16 people in chat at the moment, so maybe 16 people already right now.
Yeah, there we go, guys. Right, boom, signal alert. Get ready, guys. We're going to drop a signal at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. UK time. We're going to drop our very first signal with the Apex Brotherhood group. So be here or be square.
There's your signal.
There's the signal. Smash the thumbs up button and give us a like. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well.
Oh man, can you imagine, like, somebody like genuinely thinks they're about to receive a proper signal? They're like waiting in front of their chart. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna buy whatever option this person is giving me, and then you just like pop that little look at the chart and figure it out. Foiled again, kind of like thing. Hey, Puli, do you want a timeout? Do you want a timeout?
I mean, Puli, we will time you out. I can actually put this user in timeout as well. It says delete comment.
You know what would be worse than you just spamming in all caps? Stop yelling at me, man.
Do you know how many people on the Fivers chat just absolute spam sometimes as well? Like, because thing is, there's like over 300 people live watching, so like I'm there in chat and I'm like, oh my god, like guys, I'm sorry if I miss a comment, and then you'll get the person that's like gold, and you're like, dude, chill. We'll
Do you know what that just tells me? Is that person has no patience. if somebody is spamming, it means they either want to be the center of attention, they want the attention right now, or they have zero patience. And if you have zero patience, you're in the wrong field, mate. If
Yeah,
you
no,
wanna
fair,
be...
man. Yeah, fair that. It's like
So-
gold, quick, do gold. It's like, man, chill. Like, what are you doing? Like, are you this impatient? If so, like, bro, you're in the wrong industry. If you're that needy for attention, dude, you're in the wrong stream. Like, go on that OF stream or something. I don't know. Like, if you want attention, but
OF.
it's on the wrong stream. Can't
Oh,
time out
fuck.
the shaman. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't time you out, unfortunately. The community has spoken.
That's true. He is immortal. Barry, spam.
Are you hungry, Barry? Like, as Trash Oscar, is that the only food that you have available? Spam.
Spam. Proper war rations. Looking forward to the Apex crypto project. Like 1 trillion% increase in 24 hours for those who get in early. Hashtag pump and dump.
Hashtag, no, just pump.
Yeah,
We don't
hashtag
do
pump.
dumping.
Yeah. In the Wilds trades, very true Greek god. Oh, my bad. Put a beat under it and make the YouTube short. Under what now? Gold. Gold. Doesn't like get on you. On what? On you to do that? Huh?
Doesn't that get on
doesn't
your
get on
tits?
your two tits. Fair.
Yes.
Hashtag. I'm used to seeing the stars for squaring like words, like T star TS. I just thought he was having a stutter. I thought, wow, is he stuttering in person and made the effort to actually stutter online as well? I was like, that's commitment.
I was about to say, like, as you're stuttering, you go, and you just press the T the whole time, so it's
Yes,
authentic.
that's right.
People know
Wow.
it's you stuttering.
He is committed to this stammer, like.
Yeah. Committed to the stutter bit. I have entered a short on Euro.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I was just looking at the Euro now. Really nice.
So this is 1-to-1. I am hoping for it to come down and test over here. I've marked it as a 1-to-1, but on my terminal it's a 1-to-1.5. So
That's a hell of a drop, mind.
It is nice, but once again, it is the fact that we are pushing lower. We've made like a little consolidation phase. We started pushing lower. We've made a base. These two candles are bases on the 15, and now we're pushing lower on the confirmation of the lower push, which is this candle over here. Hopefully, it can go lower. But I'm going to keep an eye on this trade. GU is also... I didn't enter GU. I wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to enter GU around here. If I'm bringing it up
I would
now.
have wanted to enter there, but I wasn't looking at
okay.
GU. This was on gold, and I was having a look at gold reacting off of this little zone here. So I wasn't looking at GU. But if I had entered, this is where I would have entered, because we have drop, base, confirmation of the drop, and then a continuation down. But I didn't. So it's just this one.
Yeah, so it was on. So obviously, I was going through a little bit of a. I was going through a bit of a kerfuffle.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit of a kerfuffle this morning, which was frustrating. But it was nice to talk to the missus, so that was okay. So she called me and she's like, "Babe, I'm stressed." I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" So that was pretty cool. It always makes me feel like a man when I help her fix an issue. I love it. I'm like, just call me with your issues.
I am a good boyfriend.
Look at me. Tell me what's wrong, and I shall fix everything. Or absolutely butcher it. So tell me anyway. I'll see what I can do. Dude, I was printing stuff out for her for work earlier the other day as well. She was like, "Do you have a printer?" I was like, "Yeah, why? Sure, can you print these out for me?" I was like, "Yeah."
I'll do that because I'm a nice man.
I'm the man. Let's do that. Anyway, so while I was going through my bit of a kerfuffle earlier, I missed this, which I was a bit frustrated about. Now, we could have entered on the breakout. I knew we weren't going to get the retest because GU just doesn't want to pull back at the moment. However, we would have been in this and we would have been in a little bit of profit. So this is where I wanted to enter in. So we've got this lovely area here, this consolidation, or as you call a base. And then we dropped underneath. Now, you could have put a sort of sell limit before the close, but I wouldn't have wanted to. I would have wanted to wait for the validation close. Entered in there. We had a bit of a pullback. Again, you could have gone on a 50% fill of this candle down, and I'm pretty sure you would have been entered in. And then, boom, we've started moving down, and that's where you would have got your base and the next drop there. So I would have gotten in a little bit earlier.
The candle close.
Okay, mate.
I'm sorry, I prefer having the candle close as confirmation.
You know what I'm going to do, guys? You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually... Oh, no. Shit, my terminals haven't... Ah, guys, I'm going to have to... Bastard! My terminals haven't opened up because my computer crashed.
Oh, no. So you want to enter a trade and you can't?
Yeah, I was going to say, guys, you know what? I'm going to actually share my live trading with you again, just like the good old days. I'm going to bring my screen up and actually trade in front of you.
And then no.
Well, entry. I can't. I bloody can't, mate. The bloody terminal stopped working.
Jurgen is saying eyeing a gold long entry here. So we know that he likes his 2-minute trading point. So this is gold on the 2-minute. Obviously, I don't have his information, his EA and all of that stuff, but he's looking for a little buy here, somewhere in this area. So I don't know exactly. That was at 10:05, so that was 2 minutes ago. So I don't know. Maybe he's looking for something like this, little buy. I don't know what you would be aiming for specifically. So somewhere over here, we are pushing slowly up. So
God,
the question is, how are we going to react from here? Because it's not all that strong. However, I'm also still like bullish on gold. Like the fact that we are making higher
If you're
highs,
not bullish on gold, there's something a little bit wrong with you at the moment.
yeah.
You know,
Like even this retracement that we had from yesterday into today, this is barely a lower low than this point over here. And we haven't even tested yesterday's London low, and we've already like started moving up again. So to me, it's the idea of we're still very much bullish. It's just a question of like, where is your retracement point for you to get in on? Don't like this reaction though, but it is not really closing lower than the 20 EMA, and it's still showing upward movement on gold. Something like that.
Sorry guys, I will be back in just a second. I am still here. I am listening. I'm trying my hardest to multitasking. You.
Thanks, Jurgen. We'll have a look at that one in the Discord. And then my trade is currently still running around 5 pips in profit.
Oh, beauty, mate. You entered it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely stuff. Well done. Absolute beauty, my friend. Beautiful. Azure as well. I saw in the Discord that you're in the dojo 3 days a week. That's absolutely sick, man. Me and you and we're in the dojo twice a week. Yeah, we're Shotokan though, not Kyokushin. I looked at Kyokushin karate as well, but they don't do it around here. But Shotokan, man, I love it. I just love the mentality of karate. You know, like I'm a boxer. Me and you are boxers, and we love our boxing. It's fantastic. But there's nothing. I don't know. There's something about karate, man, which is just. It's all mental. It's all stretching, mobility, and just looking after the body. And it's just something me and you really relate to with it. Right. Okay. I think I'm. But you're black belt, man. So I mean, dude, fair play. Like that's sick. I think we're red belts, and we're only relatively new to it. We've been doing it since January, but we got double graded, and we're actually taking a lot of pad work with the guys as well. Just because, you know, obviously trying to teach some of them some boxing moves and doing a bit of sort of like hit workouts.
Puli, no, I meant 5 pips, not percent, no. No, not 5%. I risk less than 1% per trade, obviously. So, can you imagine 5%? Wow. That would be lovely.
I mean, yeah, dude, crack on, mate. Fair play. Okay, I think that's the automated side done. So now it's just a matter of actually just doing the live trading.
Getting closer now to 10 pips.
How bad have I missed GU now? Have I proper missed it?
I don't know. Like, it's slowing down ever so slightly, but I mean, I think there's still space. To be dead honest, I think there's still space for it to go down.
Should we have a look? Second Dan. Oh, nice, man. Fair play. Second Dan in Aikido. That's sick. Yeah, that's cool, man. Our sensei is 8th Dan in Shotokan. What I'm finding, though, I'm struggling with is because I'm learning Cantonese for my masters. I'm also learning Japanese for karate, and the mix between trying to learn Japanese and Cantonese is just it's stressful, man. You're trying to learn both two very different languages, but very similar. It's like I don't think I can count in Cantonese 1 to 10 anymore, but I can do it in Japanese. It's mate, it fries my brain. It fries my brain. I'm speaking like Canto Japanese at the moment. Aikido gets a bad rap. Would you trust in the real world? Genuinely interested to hear from someone who practices it. That's a fair question, actually. Yeah, mate. Karate was the same. Karate got such a bad rap, and such a bad name. I went to karate and I was like, you know, like I said to the sensei as well. He's like, oh, you know, what you like? Why are you here? What are you doing? Like, I explained that I was a boxer, but I wanted to kickbox, you know, so I wanted to use my legs. I wanted to kickbox, but there was no kickboxing around me. So, you know, my dad did karate in the army, so I thought, you know, I'll give karate a go. And then I went there, and like, I know that none of them are watching this stream, so it doesn't bother me too much. But I went to the dojo, and dude, like, I laughed. Like, I was like, this is a joke. Like, no wonder karate gets such a bad name. Like, none of these people are defending themselves in the real streets. However, my sensei actually came up to me and he was like, look, you know, this, because I explained that I used to be on the doors. And like, dude, karate in the real world, some of the moves, super possible. Like, I would actually now probably use a lot more karate technique in the street than I would boxing. However, I would use my boxing abilities mixed with karate. Like, I'd never, like, if you're just solely doing karate, then I don't think it's going to work in the street. But if you're adding it with a real brute sport, like something like boxing or, you know, like kickboxing, boxing, MMA, if you're going to have like a real fighting, nasty sport alongside something like maybe like Aikido or karate or taekwondo, something like that, something where you're using another part of your body, then I think you like using that in the street, you're just gonna become almost unstoppable. I think it's awesome. But having said that, only for self-defense, you know, like I think all possibilities become a gamble. It's like trading high impact news. Like if you're ever in a street situation, it's no different to trading NFP on the 1 minute. It's like it could go either way. Just avoid it. Is the comp 12 out time, Will?
Is asking if it's UK time. Yeah, it's 12.
Oh,
it's
sorry,
12
mate.
Central European Standard Time.
Yeah, sorry, but 11:30. So 11:30, but I think, are we doing, I think it's 5 minutes after 11:30 just to give us time to chill, and then it'd be 12:30 finishing, and then just half an hour chatting at the end. So yeah, competition is at 11:30 UK time on the Fivers stream. Aikido gives you a third option between fight or flight. You stay natural and don't react. Yeah, 100%, man. Literally that. Many moves are didactical. Am I reading that right? Didactical work forms. And not real world effective, but some moves are very effective. Yeah, no, 100%. In Aikido, you try not to damage your attacker, but de-escalate the situation instead of responding with violence and get into an escalated spiral. Yeah, 100%. It's very similar with karate. You know, it's very sort of very defensive, but the only difference with karate is like some of the moves that we've been taught is it's a last worst case scenario because you know you are it's like a one punch stop sort of thing. You know, it's not like boxing where it's like jab, move, jab, move, jab, move, jab, move. Like karate is more sort of like punch to the temple, punch to the throat, pull out the windpipe sort of thing. You know, it's like you're trying to kill them sort of thing. So karate isn't as effective if you're not going to pair it with something a little bit more brutal. However, it is a very last resort sort of thing. So mostly it's yoga with fighting. You know, that's what I like about karate. You know, if I want to fight, I'll get in the boxing ring. You know, if I'm going to be in the street, I'm going to be in a situation. Best believe I'm trying my hardest to step away from the situation. But yeah, if it's going to be needed to be used, that's why like when I have kids, my kids will be doing boxing and karate. You know, they'll have two martial arts under their belt. Sorry for my typos. Rough morning on the keyboard. Nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Mate, GU, man. I don't know what GU is trying to do. Dude, you've hit TP on EU.
I have, indeed.
Mate. Bravo. Yeah,
I was considering taking out when this candle over here started like retracing a little bit, seeing as we have just wicked into it. And I didn't know, just wicked into this box, and I was like, oh, I want to close it. I was 1.5 to 2 pips away from profit. So, so yeah. And then GU, if I was down on the 5 minute, it created a new base, and then maybe somewhere over here could have entered again for it to go lower. But this is the problem. We're smack bang in this area of a few days ago, where we had quite a bit of consolidation leading into London, and we are there right now. We have pushed lower than this area over here. So yeah, just like looking at it, I don't know if this would have been a great trade. Alternatively, we should have actually been in during this consolidation area here, and then the break of that consolidation, and then maybe entered maybe a little bit lower on the 2 minute. Yeah, we would have had a nice little break on the 2 minute, and then this could have been a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-1.5. 1.5 would have just been hit now. So I'm kind of liking the idea of adding the 2-minute as well, but to a different kind of strategy than the one that I'm currently using on the 5 and the 15. Because it was actually Jurgen's gold 2-minute strategy that kind of like gave me the idea to start looking at the 2-minute as well for like those really early confirmation entries, but more on a consolidation break confirmation and then just trying to steal, let's say, a 1-to-1 10 pips kind of like thing. But I don't know if I'm adding too many like potential confirmation for entry points.
I know what you mean. It's like that lack of simplicity then. It's like that, oh, okay, am I moving out of that simplicity side of it? Like, am I doing too much? Yeah.
Yeah. Where I like what I've got now already, and it does give me, like, some trades. I don't always take all of the trades that I'm supposed to because, like, focusing on chat, focusing on the trade, and it's still difficult. Like, it's still a difficult thing to, like, have your attention all over the place, be interactive. Like you saw now while you were having a discussion now with Jurgen and talking about martial arts and whatnot, I just went dead quiet and I was just focusing on this trade, like focusing on not closing it early, you know, that kind of like thing. So it's still a little difficult to have your focus all over the place.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, mate, I'm doing it right now. You know, I'm looking at. So I've got an open terminal, so now I'm looking at like an open terminal. Then I'm also looking at my Euro USD sort of analytical terminal, so my trading view, checking out the Discord, looking at the Discord, and live streaming with you guys. So, you know, when you're streaming, it's very similar to what you're talking about now. It's just trying to keep focus on something, but also, you know, look at other things as well. So when you're adding a complicated strategy to that, man, it makes it so difficult, almost impossible. So there's just no point in doing it. You just got to keep it super simple. Otherwise, you're just going to get confused. You know, you're going to find it so difficult. In the Wilds trades, gotcha. I'm very interested in martial arts, but unless you actually experience a certain practice, it's hard to determine its usefulness. Dude, I was the exact same with karate. Like, that's what I said. Like, I'm a boxer. You know, I come from my dad was a kickboxer. You know, I was boxed since I was 16, 17. I boxed for years. I used to go out drinking, fighting, boxing. You know, I used to be one of those just not great people, especially when after a couple of drinks. You know, yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't enjoyable. And then, you know, I started thinking, oh yeah, karate, oh this, that, and the other. It isn't. When you start like stepping away from understanding that karate is a violent sport, because yeah, okay, it can be, but it's not. You know, you're there as it's a defense, not an attacking sport. Once you determine that, its usefulness actually becomes a lot more external to fighting. You know, so it becomes more of like, you know, peaceful, and it becomes a mindfulness thing. Typical British hooligan. Dude, like me and my brother would have been your typical British, going out every other day, drinking, you know, and because we were super fit as well, like alcohol would just hit us like a ton of bricks. So yeah, no, martial arts, it's martial arts, you know, it is an art, it's a mentality, it's a lifestyle, you know, and there is a whole lot of benefits outside of its usefulness towards actually fighting, but it is fantastic. It is fantastic. I do love karate, but if you do want something where you're gonna feel like you're actually, you know, boom, like real violent, real aggressive, real, you know, useful, boxing all the way. It's fit. It keeps you fit. You know, you're gonna get punched in the face. You're gonna get to punch someone else in the face. You know, that's boxing all over. You know, whereas karate is a little bit more like Jo said, you know, imagine attacking someone and then you expect them to either run away, or like back away, run away, or fight you. You know, if someone does not react on the outside and just stands there smiling in a neutral stance, karate is very similar to that. You know, karate, a boxer would say, you know, slip it, dodge it, bang. You know, just absolutely pummel them, you know, just hit them back, fight them. You know, whereas karate, aikido, martial arts is very much like, dude, I don't want to fight you because if I fight you, I'm going to try my hardest to eliminate you. You know, it's going to be like, this is not going to be tasty. So I'm going to really try my utter hardest to keep a neutral, clear mind. And that's why it's perfect with trading as well. Like, I always suggest to all traders that they do some form of martial arts, because it's fantastic for the mindset. Like I said, you know, I was a boxer. I didn't care who you were, what you looked like. You know, it's like, if you're going to fight me, I'm going to punch you. Whereas now with karate, you know, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to punch you. I just want to step away, man. You know, like, my hands are a lot more aware. Like, my hand to eye contact is a lot more aware now. You know, I'm a lot more peripheral. You know, I take into consideration knees and legs and elbows now. You know, I've taken into consideration, like, my reaction times are actually faster now doing karate than they were when I was boxing, just because the hands are a lot more specific to more defensive positions. So it doesn't mean that they all work, but what it does do, it makes you more sort of aware spatially. It makes you more reactive, and it makes you better mentality. So if someone's going to come attack you, like Joe said, you just step away a little bit and just keep a natural, neutral response. Worst case scenario, you know, you're going to throw them off guard mentally anyway. But worst case scenario, you do have, with martial arts, a lot more joints, a lot more moving parts that you can target. You know, punching, you're just going to punch them in the face. You know, Aikido, you're going to have joint manipulation. Same with karate. Taekwondo, you got legs. You know, you got a lot more accessibility to the body, which is going to cause severe damage. And that's why it is a very much a last resort sort of sport. And if you're someone like me or my brother, or potentially Joe, who's, you know, second dan Aikido, you know, we're going to take our sport seriously. So, you know, if I'm going to be in the pub and, like, you know, someone's going to attack me or my partner or my family, you know, like, if I'm going to use what I've been taught in karate, like, I'm going to use it properly, you know. So that's why, if you're going to use a martial art properly, it really is a last resort. That's scary, man. You have no idea what to expect. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, literally that. Gold theoretically hit my stop loss, but the bot is about to fire along, so I keep my position open. Ooh la la. Let us know how you get on with that, man. That sounds interesting. Dude, I've never been in that situation.
Turning a little bit.
Okay.
I'm saying gold is turning a little bit. We came into this 15-minute base on gold, and we are showing a little bit of a change now. So obviously I would like to, not like to, if it does push into this 15-minute base over here and fails the retest and carries on up, obviously that would be a great entry point. Or if it actually succeeds the retest and pushes lower, then I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what gold has got in store.
Yeah. Dude, I've just seen this.
Doesn't look great at the moment.
Yeah, I use Aikido ideas in my work too. Oh, that's sick, man. That's pretty cool. My partner is third dan Aikido. Woof, what a weapon. Was love at first sight. Was love at first fight. So in a bar, I don't have to worry about her. Mate, that's savage. Nice. I love that. Mate, that's savage. Mate, fair play. Most of the martial artists I have met are extremely nice and respectful. Yeah, 100%. They all are, because it's all mentality, man. They don't have to... You know, people who know what they're capable of won't go round acting hard. Some of the most dangerous people I've met have not gone round trying to fight people. They've not gone round acting like a big tough guy. You know, even in the clubs, you know, I've seen, you know, so I was actually, one of my sparring partners, one of the boys that I got on the ring was a Commonwealth champion boxer. And he's the first person and the only person who's ever put me on my ass in the ring. And he walked into a club once and, okay, a couple of drinks, typical boxer, gets a bit nasty. However, he won't walk around like he's hard as nails. What he will do, though, is he will just spark you. Like, he'll knock you out. Like, if you're messing with him, like, just 1 or 2, maybe 3 punches, he'll land on you before you've even blinked, and he'll knock you out. But he doesn't walk around like he's hard as nails. You know, he won't like, oh, I'm a big boxer. He's a super nice, respectful guy most of the time. You know, like he is a really chill guy. Same goes with my sensei. Really like a super cool guy. You know, like there's a couple of kids in our session at the very beginning, and like he's super good with kids. You know, super cool with the other guys as well that aren't there to fight. But the minute we're fighting, like the minute we're sparring, like he'll come up to me and he'll like punch me, like I'll feel like a shot. It'll feel like a kick, you know, and he'll just punch me, like he'll throw me, and like honest God, he turns into like this monster. But at the same time, he's a super chill guy. So most martial artists you meet, mate, will be really respectful, really nice people because they've mastered up here. And that's 90% of martial arts is mastering the mind. That's why I say to a lot of traders, do some form of martial arts or do some form of like meditation or some form of like mindfulness, because it is perfect for trading. Because the minute you can control the mindset, you can become a profitable trader, because 90% of it is mindset. Most potential fights stop before the beginning, not by acting scared and offering them a beer. Okay, no, I'm not that nice, dude. I'm not. Oh, you want to go? You want to go? Do you want a beer? Nah, I just say, dude, walk away. I ain't paying for a beer for you.
Alternatively, just never be in the situation in the first place. Drink at home.
Yeah, but dude, don't go to the pub and get drunk. You know, stay at home. Go put Netflix on. Go to the gym. Go to a nicer pub. Go to a cafe. You know.
Ask yourself the question: if the future you would have been proud of you if you did that tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
If I go out and I get absolutely plastered, would my future self be proud of me? Probably not. So then in that case, I'm just not going to bother. Dude, we've had so many like people that we knew, like my cousin. My cousin was a third dan karate. He used to go and participate in competitions in Japan and so on a few years ago. And like, not to be a downer or anything like that for what we're talking about now, but yeah, he got into a bar fight like a year and a half ago, and yeah, he's no longer with us. So
oh shit, man.
So the thing is like, yes, in the real world, when you're looking at martial arts, it's better to know how to, you know, how to defend yourself. But the best would be to never put yourself in a situation that would lead to that. So
100%, mate. Yeah, 100%.
It's just the other side of it. It's like, and he was somebody that really knew how to fight, and it's just he did not survive that encounter.
Yeah, dude, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. But
like, it's just going along with what you guys were just
discussing. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Like, it's like Ewan's not going to mind me sharing this with him, but I'm going to leave out some of the details. But, you know, there's a reason why we don't drink anymore, you know, and there's a reason why we do karate. There's a reason why we do everything in life. And Ewan was the same. He had a nasty accident, drunk with a friend, included a hot glue gun, A&E, and a lot of blood on the street, you know, so he's a very, very lucky boy. And it wasn't a fight or nothing. It was just got out of hand, messing about with some friends. And, you know, it could have gone so much worse, man. So, you know, it turned us very much into religion, turned us very much into mindfulness, into peace, and stopped us from fighting, man. We don't fight anymore. You know, we don't drink anymore. If we do drink, like, we make sure we know where each other are. We know, like, we can access each other. Our phones are on. One of us doesn't drink. You know, so we're super safe and super cautious, because, like you said, you know, that your cousin knew how to fight. You know, but you don't need to know how to fight. All it takes is one really, really unlucky blow. You know, so
it's like, I understand martial arts from the point of discipline. It is a way of mastering the self, and I think that is the thing that most people should be striving for when they do go and look at joining a martial art or like practicing a martial art. Let it be for the intention of self-discipline, because, like you said, people are going to use that. They know they can fight. You know, let's say they have lethal hands. They're not going to be the kind of people, if they are like true to their art, they're not going to be the kind of people that's going to walk around like boastful, chest out, and wanting to pick fights. Those are hooligans. Those are people that, you know, they're out to hurt other people. So
Yes.
in that
Yeah.
case, I would say martial arts for the sake of discipline is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Right.
100%. Man.
On that somber note, we have come to the end of the stream. It was an interesting stream today. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Right, I'm revved up. White. Good luck today, Will. Oh, man.
Are you gonna blup her? Like
Oh, Pooley, man. By the way, I did post my previous comment before what was said, Rich. Sorry for to hear that.
no. Like you didn't know. Like, and I'm not like trying to get people to sympathize or whatnot. It's just we were talking about the.
It's an eye opener, man.
Yeah, and it was.
Yeah, it's an
just
eye
the
opener.
other side of the coin. Let's rather.
Yeah,
put it like that.
exactly. Mate, 100%. Like it's a big thing, and it's yeah, like you said, discipline. It's a fantastic sport, but respect all sports and sports. Yeah, I'm not an aggressive person, just like the sport. 100%, mate. I rate that so much. Also, that's why I left the UK. Too much violence, friends, and in prison. Yeah, mate, 100%. I get what you mean. But we'll chat about that on another stream, maybe next week. You know, but maybe tell you what, maybe me and you are going to be looking at doing a podcast. We're going to be doing weekly calls in the premium Discord eventually, and we are going to be doing a live stream podcast. Maybe probably once a month as well, so that would be super cool. So maybe we'll chat about something along the lines of this, because dude, like, it's getting to the point where I got a family business that I'm involved in, as well as my trading and as well as other businesses that I've got my finger in other pies with. But however, the UK is getting to the point, mate, you know, my partner's not from the UK, so she's not going to be fussed if I say let's move. I've seriously considered looking at other places. So dude, let me know what Greece is like. Maybe I'll head out to Greece, but it's something that I'm seriously considering doing, is jumping off the UK. But enough of that, guys. Thank you so much. Talk to you later. I like this. I'm going to finish on this one from Je because it's fantastic. My mindset is a gentleman will walk but never run. So I walk away, but if I can, but I will not run. Mate, 100%. What a great attitude to have. Get backed into a corner, make sure you know how to fight your way out of it. Never allow yourself to get backed into the corner, though. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us on a fantastic Wednesday stream. Unfortunately, the trades weren't as valid as I wanted them to be. My terminal didn't set up in time. However, guys, it is competition day. You will see me live trading the competition today at 11:30 against LJ in the Fiverr stream. So, guys, make your way over there, and I shall see you later on. But for now, I shall leave you in the very capable hands of Richard Butler to sign off.
I think what you just said now is perfect. Guys, please drop us a like if you haven't already, and then we'll see you in the Fiverr stream for our very own Will taking on the big raid boss LJ. We'll see you guys there. Have a lovely day and stay safe. Don't trade without a plan. Cheers, guys.